Wumi IMOLE wife kept saying one thing over and over, that her father-in-law want to take in charge of everything Mohbad left for her. She added that if Liam was not in the picture, Papa Mohbad would have not bothered to look for Mohbad's justice. This is very unthoughtful of Wumi, because everyone can testify what led Papa Mohbad and the world at large to start seeking for whatever by Mohbad and the Liam paternity. A situation where something happened in your presence but you could not explain properly to the world. Rather, she was given unfound narratives. At first, she tried pushing everything to Naira Marley. Later on, she noticed her plan is not working from Naira Marley's side. She then started calling the nurse who injected Mohbad. These are some of the evidence that made Papa Mohbad and the world at large became so curious on how Mohbad died. Let's follow this video that will be drawn shortly as Wunmi explain more. But before then, kindly subscribe to this particular channel, Onest TV, if you are new. Turn on the bell icon to get notified on time whenever a new video is published. At this junction, let's go there.
No, I think the real beef is the fact that Liam is in the picture. Like, he doesn't like the fact that there is Liam in this picture. If there was no Liam, it's like he will be the one to be in charge of whatever my husband left behind, like his royalties and everything. But the fact that he has a child, Liam is like the what is it called? Is Liam an obstacle to him? Yes, that is how it is. Liam is like an obstacle to him. He doesn't like his existence. Like his existence, like is really it's like a threat to him. Let me put it that way. So that's why this whole DNA thing. Yes, and now he doesn't even want to do the DNA. That is why I'm here, because it's really sad. Is because a lot of people have you should go online and see what they've done to that innocent baby. They've called him so many despicable names. They've posted his picture online. They've written RIP. They've said so many things, And now that he has done all these kind of things to this baby, the only thing I can do as a mother to get him out of this mess is to get the DNA done. The good thing is that we actually have Liam in the house. I think we should bring him in, because the resemblance between him and Mohbad, for instance, it's just so strong. Is there anybody that can bring Liam in for us to see? He doesn't want to get the DNA done again. No, but he initially asked for the DNA. Yes, because he thought I was not going to do it. But you also think that you should do the DNA? I have to. No, I have no idea. Have you done it, or are you planning to? We haven't. Like, my lawyer should be the one to. Well, we're going on a break. We're going.
Yeah, bro. How far do you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, let me play the part for you where the second nurse was called.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Where she said it.
Okay. Papa, are you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Okay. Right, the snapper wants to play it.
So, one night, like a trash news. I put it through to his sister. I called his sister. I was just calling different people that day. I called my brother, his cousin, Nawisha. I just called so many people. So Nawisha came to the hospital. And I told Nawisha that no, my husband cannot be dead. That's taken to the hospital.
No. Please wait. Take it back to the question that was asked. Please take it a little bit back. I want to hear the question that was asked. Just take it back like 1 minute or 2 minutes before.
Because it's a long. The question
that's what take like 1 or 2 minutes before. I know what I'm saying. Just take it back 1 or 2 minutes before this, please.
Yeah, but the question, just listen first. Just listen. The beginning, the woman said,
because I will sit there to bring it back. If I don't understand, better take it 1 or 2 minutes. This place where you are, just drag 1 minute before.
But there was no question there. That's the problem. There was no question.
No, just drag it 1 or 2 minutes before. I know what I'm saying. If they fail to drag and go back, just 1 or 2 minutes before now.
Okay.
Don't be something big now.
Oh, yeah. I've done that.
So our neighbors, because his mechanic was working on his car. So I went to the mechanic. He has not even gone anywhere with the car. We cannot carry the car to the hospital. So I had to run to the next neighbor to please help us. And the neighbor said, and he followed me upstairs to carry my husband. And I had to follow different people just up there to carry me. So, okay, leading to such a test, that didn't happen. The nurse ran to the nearest pharmacy. The nurse and family, they ran to the nearest pharmacy to get something to calm down the reaction. So when I went going to the hospital, we saw Bami and the nurses, so we had to take them along. So we stay around all shifts. Okay. So on our way going, there was no traffic. the traffic was really, really much. So we had to just come down from the car and carry on a bike to. So we got to the hospital and the nurse, the doctor, my brother-in-law and Bami went to the ward. They didn't allow me to because of the way I was doing. So when we got to the hospital, the doctor tried to examine me. I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the news by stage.
Make a full-time income from home working part-time, you need to know this one concept because there is...
So, immediately I heard this noise, it sounds funny because this was the same person I had. Like, it's just like few minutes ago, we had planned on going to Lekki to give a baby. So, it sounds like a trash to me. So I put a call through to his sister. I called his sister. I was just calling different people that day. I called my brother, his cousin, Darusha. I just called so many people. So Darusha came to the hospital. And I told Darusha that no, my husband cannot be dead. We have to take him to the hospital. They don't know what they are doing with the suspects. So I told him that we have to take him to another hospital. So we went to another hospital, another Osaka, London. The nurse was also present. They were asking the nurse, what did you give him? So she was telling me, she was just talking. Mommy, I was shocked, but she didn't allow me to go inside because of the way I was reacting. I just started the hospital. I sat outside and, I could listen to their conversation. The doctor was asking, what did you give him? What did you do? But like, the doctor was asking,
Papa, let me play it for you. It's too long. Let me play it. I have it.
It's almost there. It's almost there. Wait, please let him. It's almost there. Go on.
It's not almost there, but continue.
Go.
I think like 20 minutes after the dog is dead. And there's nothing we can do.
It's your own louder than this one. This one is very low.
From that spot,
It's your own louder than this one.
I didn't even know anything. But I knew that I got back to like
So
when
please, it's your own louder than this
his
one.
body was
Let me transfer to a louder phone. I will do it to you now. Let me play it.
When I his family came around.
Okay, just go on and play it. Instigator, wait, instigator.
What to change your request to instigator?
Instigator, catch fun.
On to drag the house then.
Jago, want to bastards or Jago Molo.
And he knows what it was through the nights. And after my father-in-law, like the rest of the family came around, his body was taken home too. And he knows what it was.
Oh, sorry.
And after my father-in-law, like his body was taken home too. And he knows what it was through the nights. And after my father-in-law, like the rest of the family came around, his friends also came around. Like, we even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to him, but nothing was done. The nurse was with us throughout. When my father-in-law came to
All right, that cannot be defended. That's not a slip of tongue. That cannot be
Not a
defended.
slip of tongue. Let me play you something.
Yeah, I just said that cannot be a slip of tongue, and that cannot be defended. Yeah.
Because she narrated the story. Because she narrated the story, Papariano.
She said they even called another nurse to come and try. Like they were trying to, they are making it look like they have been to first hospital, second hospital, like not believing. They call another nurse to come and confirm again.
And one nurse was with them throughout the night, right?
So we have to be asking which of the nurse was with them. But she has to explain this. For me, it's crazy. This is something I was thinking maybe it was a slip of tongue.
I'm going to play you something small. Let me transfer it so you can hear it. I'm only going to, don't say play more than that. I'll play something small. Let me put it on it.
It depends on how it is. If it requires all you play all.
No, I will not.
Then we won't be able to touch it the way we should.
Oh shit, can you transfer shot? God damn it. I don't know why I can't send it to people. Anyway, let me play it here. Emagbo, listen carefully. I cannot transfer it. I've wanted to send it. Someone send it to me, but I cannot. So you have to listen. This phone is not too loud. So please listen carefully. Nọ́ọ̀sì tó ń tọ́jú Mo àṣírí wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ẹ bá mi wá jáde.
Ta ló sọ lẹ́yìn?
Ìyá Mohbad.
But the thing is this now.
That means Mohbad nurse came to the house
On Monday. Chicken play.
So what I'm saying then is
Let me play it again.
Paparano.
The woman said that I want to give you guys that they should find. I want to give you guys a telephone, not in echo. The woman said, the Mohbad mother said, the woman, it's like we are the one begging these people for their own son's death.
You should not write any police report for Baba Buba. Baba Buba should take the cops away. That was how Baba Buba took the cops away. Few hours, I think not more than about 3 hours after that, Sam Larry sent out a voice note in which he said all stations have been settled. All stations have been settled. There's a linkage between that voice and the second officer coming to tell the first officer not to write police report. It has never happened. Even if police saw a dead body in a vehicle, the people in the vehicle will be arrested for investigation. Like this officer told Baba to carry the dead the cops away. So that showed the powerful forces. They started around that time. Now the powerful traditional ruler has been supporting women. The person is not supporting women just for the sake of supporting. It is the paternity of Liam that is mainly important to him. Not even Wunmi herself. It's the paternity, because he 8 days after Liam was born, they were to do a naming ceremony where Mohbad will be the father to give the name to Liam. We told Mohbad that okay, in their home, what they do is that when the child is 8 days, they will carry the baby to their home, their own home, our mother's home. That's where they will christen the baby. For whatever reason, Mohbad accepted, which is very strange. Mohbad accepted. 8 days baby was the child that Wunmi carried to the palace of that traditional ruler. It was in the palace that they did native traditional DNA. Native traditional DNA to determine who is the father of the child. The result came out positive that traditional ruler is the father of Liam. He was one that gave the name Liam to Liam. It was never Mohbad that did that. So, Wunmi now knew that traditional ruler is the father. So, it was from there that the plan to end up Mohbad started. Because the traditional ruler, by the way, the traditional ruler, all the children of the traditional ruler are females. He has no male son. He has no son. He has no male as a heir to his throne. So he was very happy. But his happiness, he felt his happiness will be short-lived as long as Mohbad is there to maybe upstage him or whatever. Liam is his son and it has been verified for him. What's the problem? He could have maybe arranged with Mohbad and the rest of it. I think it was Wunmi that suggested to him because of maybe to claim Mohbad's property. Also, if Mohbad is killed also, as well suggested that they should make away with Mohbad. And the traditional ruler acquiesced, agreed. And so that was the genesis of the plan. The show at Ikodu was a stage managed show by Soso Briso and the Cubana chief priest. That show was specifically to get Mohbad in a corner that for that time he has to be killed. So that was what happened. Then there's another issue about this paternity test. Wunmi has already done the DNA test. When the first coroner inquest was set up, I've not mentioned names, that a senior advocate of Nigeria was the one that set up, facilitated the setting up of that coroner inquest. But the man was very careful, because after that coroner inquest, some days after the coroner inquest, Wunmi approached the senior advocate of Nigeria, that's senior advocate of Nigeria, to act as her lawyer. The man accepted. The man was very careful. As at that time, this DNA matter started rearing itself up. So he asked Wunmi to do DNA test. That DNA test will be processed from his own chambers. So a lawyer from his own chamber, now with some maybe medical personnel, now took sample of saliva of Mama Mohbad, and then took a hair strand, others DNA. So that's why the senior advocate of Nigeria advised that they can use Mama Mohbad's saliva. When when they wanted to take her saliva, Mama Mohbad asked them that why are they taking her saliva? They said her saliva was just to be taken because they wanted to analyze that maybe she was coughing around that time or some days ago. So they wanted to see which medicine will be applied for her. No, that woman was not that literate enough. She accepted. So they did the paternity test. The result came out to be negative. That was the reason why the senior advocate of Nigeria immediately removed his services as Wunmi's lawyer. But Wunmi later went back to the senior advocate of Nigeria, pleading with him that he should back her up, because there is no other person that can help her out in this case. She needs a very, very strong and reputable lawyer. So the senior advocate of Nigeria now decided, okay, he will not come out completely, but somebody in his chamber will act as her lawyer.